might catch something. I caught one when it did stop blowing. I'm going to bait my hook now. I think I'm getting bait fillers right now.
Just to let you know, it'll probably be a couple minutes till you get any bait because it's live, girl.
Well, that's fine, but I'm still just trying to get my worm baited on my hook. Try to keep an eye on my pole. The one that was catching the fish. Oh, come on. Maybe this little booger.
Man, I thought for sure it was going to be like 72 degrees out here.
I don't know what's going on here. I thought it was supposed to be sunny. That's the whole purpose of wearing the bikini. But I ain't pulling this shirt off right now. Freeze my nothing.
Man, I got a sweatshirt on and I'm freezing out here. I don't know how you're doing it in your short sleeve shirt.
Well, because I couldn't find my jacket this morning.
You got like 20 jackets.
I wanted, no, I don't. I wanted the orange one.
So what kind of bait are you putting on there?
Red wiggler.
Good.
Trying to see if I can be getting some stolen. Get some of this dirt off of my fingers and out of my fingernail. Okay, I'm gonna toss it back out.
All right. You need me to move or you good?
Nope, I think you're good.
Whoo. You gotta move your chair up there near your pole.
Okay.
That way we can keep you on.
Move my chair and my phone.
Oh, maybe not.
I can.
I'll interview you here in a moment. Yes, ma'am. I'll be more than happy to. Oh, I tell you what, I can tell I haven't eaten today. Hmm? Oh, I mean, yeah. All right.
I still got coffee. All right, I'm going for North Leg. Where's my pole?
Okay. Watching the polls.
Where'd yours go? Oh, I see it. So we got competition going today. He was going to catch the biggest fish.
Oh, we're just hanging out till somebody shows up. But yes, I'm winning so far.
Yeah, okay.
All right, looks like we're starting to get some people coming in. So, Darlene, you were saying we're having a competition?
Yeah, me and my husband's having a competition, and so he said he's going to catch the biggest fish. And I told him I was going to catch the biggest fish. So far,
you've got the only fish.
The only fish.
Uh-huh.
And he caught it on his line, not mine. So I promise, I caught the biggest fish.
Yeah, you caught the biggest fish, and you used what kind of bait?
Red wigglers.
Red wigglers. Good thing you brought out 2 containers of them red wigglers.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there they are. Actually, there's chicken livers, red wigglers.
And if anybody's ever fished with a hot dog, how good have you caught anything? My sister says she can, but apparently I can't catch squat with a hot dog.
You can't. Oh, you didn't catch anything on the hot dog.
Yeah, I still got a hot dog on that over there that doesn't even look like it's been messed with. Give me a cup of coffee. Gotta have a little sip of coffee.
What all did you put in your coffee this morning?
A little bit of creamer.
Little bit of creamer?
That's it. A little bit of creamer.
You didn't put any lard in there, did you?
No, I did not.
That's my thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't have it in yours. I didn't put it in yours either. Figure out what.
No, I know I didn't have any lard in there.
You know, the wind's blowing. When it wasn't blowing, I actually got the biggest fish.
You know what was crazy about that is that your pole bent over like it was gonna bust in two, right? And then at that point, I didn't know what you had on there. Just no idea. Was it a fighter? What was it?
It was a fire.
But then your pole bent into 2 more times. with two other fish. How in the world? I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah,
That
wish
was
the
it.
sun would come out. Might catch even more.
So just to kind of show you the setup we got going on there, or do you want to explain to them what your setup is right here?
Well, right now my setup is they're actually on the cooler that's got my big fish in it.
Yeah.
Which is, now when I say big, I don't mean like it's huge. I mean a big fish, an eatable one.
Right. But in your setup, so you've got, do you have red wiggler on all your poles now, or what do you got going on?
This one's got the hot dog that I still don't think I'm gonna get anything off of it.
Is that your white pole?
Yeah, that's the white pole. That's the oldest pole. No, that's the second oldest pole I got
Now,
here.
just to let you know, you got a couple people on here, and Jayla wants to know. She goes, "Hi, what's going on? We are out fishing. Go ahead."
I got my husband up at 4 o'clock this morning, J-Lo, to go fishing.
Yeah, Jayla, I think.
Jayla,
And
okay,
you have
I thought you said J-Lo.
Ansley. She says hi.
Hi, Hensley.
Ansley.
Ansley.
Ansleigh. Ansleigh. Yeah, that's a pretty name. I like that
He
name.
was not saying it right.
Ooh.
I didn't think he was.
Ansley, is that a southern name? Ansley. That's a pretty name.
Y'all like to fish?
Man, you know I do. Oh, you're talking to anybody else watching. Ah!
Well, the two that
I'm just messing with you. Oh, right. It is gorgeous out here.
It is. It'd be nice if the sun would come out. We could get a little tan.
So, and tell them what you wore today, just in case the sun was out. You look up, we got.
So if the sun comes out, I've got on a pair of shorts under here and a bikini top.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's hardly anybody out here.
Oh, you get into those
and
anyway.
So if you at a lake and you're fishing, you can have your poles out, whether you catch a fish or not. If the sun shines, you can actually catch a tan. If you catch fish and a tan, then you get two birds with one stone.
And if you catch fish, you're going to catch your dinner.
That's right, you catch your dinner and you catch your tan. You want to show them my fish?
I'll tell you what, we'll wait till 10 people are on here watching live before we do that. Yeah, so far, you're getting some emoji there. I'm not sure which one it is. Hit that emoji again. If you like fishing, hit like. And if you want to talk to Redneck Country, ask her any question in the world that you have. She is here to answer your questions while she's out meditating and fishing in this beautiful, scenic Williamsport, Tennessee. Oh, you got some hearts. You got some smiles, Darlene.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, get more in so that way he'll let y'all see my fish.
Well, you were up to what? Okay, so you had 8 viewers at one point. You're now at 4. 4.
See, you refusing to let them see my fish.
Well, once it gets to 10, it'll get to 10 here in a minute, I think. You're getting some nice emojis going on there. So sweet of whoever's doing that.
Oh my goodness. I wish that wind would quit blowing. It's cold. And I don't have a jacket. Y'all ought to see my husband. He's out here in a jacket.
I am in a jacket. It's cold. It is.
Yeah, a little, but it's supposed to have been like 70 something today.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. I don't even know what temperature it is.
I think it's supposed to get to 70 like at 1 or 2. What time is it right now?
It is, it's 15, about 13 minutes till 9.
About 13 minutes? You say 13 minutes till 9?
Huh?
9?
He's got big eyes, you know that?
Your fishy does?
He does. He's got big eyes. That's the reason why he could see that worm in that dingy water.
You're so silly. So what kind of fish do you think it is? Is that crappie, bluegill, or what?
I don't think it's a bluegill. Dad said it's a bluegill, but I thought bluegill had bluegill.
No, bluegill. Oh, you got 7 people on here watching you live. Once we hit 10, and we're going to show that fish. Okay. We are going to show that fish, girl. Yes, we are.
I think
Gonna get to the fish. Darlene's got her fish in her cooler over there.
I think he's a
Over here, Williamsport, Tennessee. Huh?
Either a crappie or what's the other? I don't think it's a shellcracker.
A goldfish.
No, he's not a goldfish.
I'm just kidding.
Goldfish. I'm not eating a goldfish.
No. No.
Look at Hawk's fixing to catch another one.
Oh, wait a minute. Darlene said for me to.
Yo, they can't see, it's too tiny.
Oh, there's a hawk. No, we might be able to pick it up.
I doubt it.
Oh yeah, I got him.
You got him?
Yeah.
He caught my second fish of the day.
Okay, EJP Cool says hi.
Hi, EJ.
At hawk, I'm lost
He's
the hawk.
gone. You can't see him now.
Yeah, hawk's gone.
Hey, wind stopped blowing for just a second.
It did.
Maybe we'll get
Your
more.
poles might start bending over again.
Bending over again, I'm going to be the happiest girl in the world. And y'all have to watch my poles every now and then. I'm just one of those ones I like to watch the poles. I could actually hold this one, that way I could feel it.
You say if you hold it?
Yeah, I like to feel them bite too, you know. Then that way I don't have to babysit so much. Hey, Dad, so I just call him.
Yeah, so it just gotta pop up on your phone.
You got to pop up and on my phone, I got it on my watch.
Any minute now, one of those poles are gonna bend over.
Good, I hope so.
Bend in half, boy.
I had 2 bites earlier, but I didn't get too many fish. The other one's getting me. Did anybody ever fish with a hot dog besides my sister? I don't know.
I fished with hot dogs.
And you caught fish?
Yeah. Caught lots of fish. Little bluegill, crappie, that they'll bite on a small little piece of hot dog. You just have to get a hook that's small enough so it'll fit in their mouth.
That hook that you got on that,
And then tear it, get that fish and pull that thing out of the water, girl, huh?
if you get any smaller than that hook you've got on there, the fish would be able to spit it out. Because I'm telling you, that one spit that one out a while ago. You had it.
That was a huge hook. And what happens, you have these little crappie that will come out there and they'll eat it off the hook because the hook won't even fit in their mouth.
Y'all, this hook that he is talking about that he says is huge, it's smaller than my little finger.
Oh, Darlene, if the hook's is big enough for your finger, you could catch a big old bass on that.
My little finger.
Oh, okay. I was really expecting for the sun to be out really bright today.
I have to squint just to even see this. Your
Just-
hook.
You know what? I'm going to show you the differences between all the hooks. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and show the differences right now. Daggone it.
Yeah, and then I'll show them which one's on yours.
Here, hold that for me for a minute. All right, let's come on over here. Matter of fact, so as we take a look at your eagle claws, if you've been fishing a long time, this is going to be a big review for you. But here we go. You got your different sizes. 12. Say what?
The tiniest hook in there is the one that you call the biggest hook.
But you take a look at that tiny hook. Now, earlier, I had that one on. I had that one on my pole. So, this one, too big. So then I put that joker on there. Now, obviously, that's going to be smaller than her finger. Look at my finger, folks.
Let's see which one
Matter of fact,
let's see which one you're calling the one that
little
you
story here. I had, oops, I had. You're up to 8, Darlene. Once we get to 10, I'm gonna show your fish.
Okay.
We had that hook right there. Now that hook went into my finger the last time we went fishing, and
if he ever does it again, I promise I will.
She said, "I'm going to take you to the ER," and I said, "Oh heck no, you're not." And I ripped that joker out of my hand, and
that is not a lie, I promise, because I almost passed out.
Go ahead, say it again. That
was not a lie, I almost passed out.
Right. So this hook right here was in the meat of my hand. I ripped it. I'm gonna tell you though, that's a character builder. When you rip something like this out of your hand, it's on like it makes you grow up as a man because you're ripping that out and you feel that pain.
So girls, all you have to do is say, I'm going to take you to the ER and get this out.
But
I can't.
If you are doing some crappie or whatever the case is, you don't mind it swallowing it because you're going to be eating them anyway. I love the smallest one in this package. As you can see.
Are you going to eat the hook?
No. But I'm going to go ahead and show them your fish.
Okay, go ahead and show them the fish.
All right.
You finally got 10?
Oh, yeah, you were up to 15 at one point.
Oh, see, you're not showing it. You said 10. And then
yeah, well, I was talking about the hooks. I tried to... All right.
That's my fish.
Now, that fish is...
mine.
If you know what kind of fish that is...
You can get out if you can.
No, I'm not taking that joker out.
Why not? Afraid you'll...
It'll stick me, is what's happening. If anybody knows what kind of fish that is, let Darlene know.
Well, it's going to be a cooking dinner.
It's going to be a You getting any bites on them poles, girl? Oh, you haven't shown us your new reel. Show us that. Here you go. No. And what kind is it?
I don't know.
Oh, turn it on the side, girl. There's names on the sides.
Lewis is the company.
Yep.
I'm assuming that right there it is what it is, whatever that is. Hack attack.
So Darlene got that new reel.
I stole it from him. He bought it at Goodwill.
I did. And you were bad when I bought it too, weren't you?
No, I don't remember you buying it.
Oh, it was a while ago. So it was on a...
I'm never mad about fishing. I'm just mad when you start piling up pictures.
Oh, all right. So when you go to Goodwill, just a tip. A lot of times people will take their fishing reels and their poles, and some people, a lot of times, a person will have a broken pole, won't they, Darlene? At least that's what I'm telling you.
It was broken, and I changed it to my old pole that I used to have.
You got like 50 old poles. But yeah, so I got the reel, and I was like, Darlene, try this reel, because I looked online at first when I did a Google search. It was like a $250 reel when I bought it, and I was like, oh man. And then I looked at it again, and it ends up only being like 75, something like that. Not bad, but it's a good way to... You know what? We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that fish again. Or why don't we take a look at the bait you brought? You brought quite a bit of bait.
Well, I intended to catch quite a few fish.
Yeah, so let's see here. We got chicken livers. We brought those. Let's see. Got the red worms. Got these. Got 2 of these actually. Why don't you tell me how you did them hot dogs again?
Garlic powder and Jello, and so far they've done nothing.
Yeah, so these have been a big bomb out compared to red wigglers. Very interesting. They smell really good.
And if anyone knows where katabis are in Tennessee, I would like to have me some katabi worms.
Yeah, I know that's right. And the tackle box, I'll show you Darlene's tackle box she's got going on.
Well, that's a mess, but.
Well, it is what it is. It is a mess, and usually what I end up doing is,
I bought it for you for your birthday.
yeah. So this, I guess, is my tackle box. This tackle box, I have not put a lot of love into this. Got to put some more love into it, folks. I do have the string. Got some reels we need to string up. I got a couple of reels that I want to get, but unless you're fishing all the time.
So he hooked me because he said he wanted to go fishing.
Say what?
So I decided I'd take him on a date.
Oh, are you okay? Okay, so you're telling everybody about a first date
That's right.
from 5 years ago.
That's right.
Well, tell them the whole story. Tell them the whole story.
Do we want to tell him how you was driving?
Tell them the whole story and don't skip over anything.
Okay, so he was at work in
No,
Nashville
5 years ago.
my house 5 years ago, and he decides to call me on the way there. He was supposed to got there around. So you got off at 9, so it'd probably take you about 11. He got there at 1 o'clock in the morning because he had to drive past 2 exits before he realized he's going to wind up in Alabama.
Yeah, that's because she kept me on the phone talking to me on the way to her house, and I was completely good.
And he was missing the exit. Jessica wants to know if we come up with a day to clean Alex's house.
Never. That day sounds like the best day to me. Never.
I'll have to think. Because I know we can't do it the next 2 weekends.
I know you don't think I'm gonna go out to his house yet and clean.
Well, I'm going to.
Think I'm gonna beat him up when I go out to his house to clean it up. So you were telling him about the date.
So then we got up the next morning, which of course we did not get up at 4 o'clock like I did today.
No.
And, we wound up just going over to a little lake right there that was free fishing all the time because it's like a state park, but it's
the
Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett. Yes, ma'am.
And then I took him there and we fished a little bit. Of course, I caught a little fish and it swallowed the hook because we had to use a little hook. And then after that I took you to the Chinese restaurant that day.
Yes, you did.
All you can eat Chinese.
And then from there.
We went to Walmart, and after we went to Walmart, we noticed the Amish buggy.
I sure did notice the Amish buggy.
So then I was like, oh, you want to go see the Amish? And I took him out there, and he was like a kid in a candy store going through their corn. At that time.
They did have corn out there. The corn on the cob.
At that time,
ooh, I don't know. I was what?
You were actually not really eating that much meat. You was eating more vegetables.
I was plant-based like a mug.
Yeah.
I was plant-based. But plant-based, I would cheat and not go eat Chinese food.
Yeah, as long as it was an all-you-can-eat Chinese food, he'd go eat.
Sure would.
So I don't know if something's jerking on my line or if that's just the wind blowing it this time. But there's the one with the hot dog's been bobbing up and down a little bit. Not the pole, but the line.
You get the line, I get the pole,
I
honey.
think it's waves or something, because this right here did the same thing.
Yeah, when the wind is blowing like this, and it's not really blowing bad, but it's definitely an uphill battle in a way. Of course, now sometimes it doesn't matter what's going on, but you know the water, you're probably still looking at 40 degrees, and out here, I'm not sure what the temperature is right now.
I don't know either. We got to look on your phone.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do have my phone, don't I?
My phone, so.
Yeah. Let's see what temperature. But yeah, if you just tuned in, we're in Williamsport, Tennessee. And there's about 4 or 5 lakes here. Do you know how many there are? 4 or 5, Darlene?
4, 5. Well, they've got 3 that you can fish on,
And one's a preserve. Is that
and
what it is?
2 of them you can't.
Is
That
that
I
just?
know of. Maybe 2, maybe 3 more. 3 others they don't allow fishing.
You know, if you want to go fishing somewhere, if you want to get secluded, there's enough places
Oh,
around
Tennessee
here.
River. I like those. That's a better place.
Yeah, if you want to catch catfish, and you definitely want to, you know, if you know, here's the thing though, and right now, Darlene, it is early in the season fishing. It just is. It it it, it doesn't matter where you're fishing really. In Tennessee, you're gonna have cold
Oh,
water.
people ice fish all the time.
I mean, we're catching fish, but when okay, so as an example, when we went to Pickwick last year. Now, if you're not familiar with Pickwick, it's the backwaters of the Tennessee River, and it's right there where we go. It's where the fishing tournaments are. It's right beside
We took the dad.
Alabama. Yeah, but if you wanna catch fish left and right, uh, oh my word, those catfish we caught, 3 huge
That was
ones.
actually your dad.
Yeah, well, the point is,
I got
is
something.
you got something? Oh,
Well,
girl, where?
my line come in. Told you.
You want to reel it in, see if you got something?
I don't think I have it, honey, but I know.
So it's 67 degrees here in Williamsport. It is so cold out here. It really is.
It's either biting it or it's playing with me.
You know what? That bullfrog you were talking about, that was calling for the rain, just moments ago. Well, I'm looking in the forecast right now, and yeah, it's saying next 24 hours there's like supposed to be like 0.35 inches.
I'm gonna bring this one in. I think they done put.
So 67 degrees, wind is making it feel cooler, about 59. Now that seems
Yeah,
appropriate.
they took my worm. I know they did. He's done brought it all the way in. My line in twice.
All right.
So take your water so I can reel my
Yes,
worm in.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But you can hook my worm. I know that. Okay.
All right.
Hey, gross. I didn't want that.
Oh, Darlene, after you're gonna have to get that off. What do you gotta put on that? You gotta put a red wiggler, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I said. I felt him. He brought my line in twice.
Hmm.
I watched it.
Yeah.
Then he wasn't touching it. It's starting to warm up a little bit, so that may be a good sign.
Why don't you come over here and show us how you get your
Get the moss on.
show us how you get the moss off, and show us how you're gonna put that red wiggler on there.
Yeah, I told you he was eating it. See?
Hmm.
Well, you get the moss off the easiest way. That's not the problem. But what hurt?
Well, Darlene, I think we're gonna end this live, and then we'll start a new one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Say goodbye to everybody.